Today we're working with our friends at Mankato Nissan in Mankato, Minnesota.
Hi folks, this is Nathan, Two Guys in a Ride, and today I'm going to show you how to use all the information in the driver's information screen and the infotainment center. Let's get started. On the driver's information screen, we're talking about the center area right here in the middle. And to control any information in there, you're going to use the controls, the two arrows and the scroll button, and then also this little menu button on the left side of the steering wheel. So let's just start by showing you what's all in here. So using the right arrow, I am right now on media, so I have Sirius XM there. Moving over one, I get the Pro Pilot Assist. Moving over another one, I get settings. If I go again, I get the home screen. And then one more, I get drive computer. And then one more, and I get tire pressure. And then I'm back to my media. All right, so that's just using the left and right arrow. So let's go back and kind of go through these. So here's the home screen. And there is nothing else on here other than a digital speedometer. Okay, you do notice that you still have your media showing up below your digital speedometer so you can see it. All right, let's go over one to the right. And this is where you have your drive computer. All right, so if I scroll up, you're going to notice these little orange arrows or dots on the far right. When you move the scroll button, they show up. I kind of wish they stayed on there. But you do have three screens here. You got fuel economy, you've got average miles per gallon, average speed, you've got your how far you've driven and the amount of time you've been driving. And then you've got a digital speedometer with your average speed below. All right, so on any one of these, if I take and I press the OK button, okay, I can change it. Now this is auto refuel. And then I can, if I press again, I go back to the manual reset one. If I push and hold, then it resets. And I can say reset all, reset any one of these individually. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to, I can either press this button to exit on the right or this arrow. I'm just going to go back. And I'm going to go back again. And I'm going to go from the trip computer over to the tire pressure. So that only appears while you're driving. And if I scroll down here, then I get the intelligent 4x4 system. And I can tell which tires are getting traction and what percentage. All right. And I'll go over one more to the right. This is your media. So right now, the scroll button does nothing. But if you push the OK button, then you can change your sources. Okay, we'll press the back button and we'll go over one more. This is your Pro Pilot Assist. This is your dynamic cruise control along with your lane departure warning and steering assist. So if I scroll up and down here, all right, so up there, then you see everything is activated. And when you're driving and you have this on, they actually turn orange. If I press OK here, I get a menu and I can turn steering assist on or off just by pushing the OK button. All right, I'm going to go back one. Now I'm going to go to the right again with the right arrow. And now I'm to settings. Okay, now you can do the vehicle dynamic control here, on or off. Press the back button. I can do driver assistance. Now here I get like my steering assist. You get your lane warning if you're weaving and it's sensing you're getting too close to lanes or you're going over, and your lane departure warning. So that can be activated with your steering wheel can be activated too, so it actually steers you back. And we'll hit the back button once. You got blind spot. You can of course turn that on, or you can turn on the intervention blind spot system as well. And go down one more, go to emergency brake. You can have that for front and rear, which is really nice to have that in the rear. We're gonna go back again, go to parking aids. Okay, do you want the car to show you a moving object? Auto show the sonar, so that's coming off the sensors in the bumper. And then of course in the rear. How far do you want the sonar and the moving object? How far away from the car do you want that to appear? So do you want to pick up things a long ways away, medium, or long? And I don't know what those actual distances are, but you can do that. Now you also get some volume, some sounds that play. So you can go, I want that to be low, medium, or high. All right, let's go back again. And go back one more. Cross traffic alert. That's just going to be an on or off by clicking the OK button. And then you can see that white line with the arrows on the right. So we have a few more screens. So let's go down. Driver attention alert. So if it senses you're weaving in the road or whatever, you need to take a rest, it'll let you know. And that's just on or off. Okay, you have a timer alert, and then you have a low temperature alert, on or off. Okay, well, let's go back again. Now we get to eco mode setting. So you can customize that. You can have eco drive assist. You can view the history. And then you can also have tire pressure eco advice on or off by clicking the OK button. All right, so let's just look at one of these here a minute. Let's look at eco drive assist. So you can have an eco indicator on or off by pressing the OK button, and an eco drive report on or off. Let's go back again. I'm going to go back one more. And then you have your tire pressure system. Okay, and you can select the different units just by pressing the OK button. I am, of course, going to leave it on PSI, so we'll just go backwards here twice. Here's where you can set your clock. Okay. Vehicle settings. Power back door on or off. You can adjust the lighting, so you can have a welcome headlight that comes on when you click the remote unlock buttons. This is auto headlights, so you can have it as standard, turn on earlier, turn on earliest, or turn on later. And all that has to do with is how dark is it when your lights come on. So if you like them on a little earlier, then you want to click either earliest or earlier. Okay, so let's go backwards one. It also has a light off delay. So when you get out of the car, your headlights still stay on for a certain amount of time, and that's between 0 seconds and 180 seconds. And you just use the rotary knob and find the one you want and click on it. Okay, let's go back again. Okay, let's go back twice. Okay, that was vehicle settings. You can tell from the line on the right with the two arrows that we have another screen, so we're going to click down. You do have some maintenance things in here. So we can go to the oil control system, oil and filter, tire, or other. Okay, customize the display. So you've got some options under main menu selection where you can select the screens. You do have a little transition scene when you turn the cruise control on, and you can have, it's just an animation kind of a thing, and you can turn that off or on. Same thing with the welcome effect. You can turn that on for gauges or off, and then the animation part on or off. And then under operation guidance, you have lights on or off. And then if you click on wipers, you can have the front or rear on or off for automatic. And then if I go back, you can have cruise control on or off from there. All right, now let's go back again and go back one more. Okay, this is where you can set the different units and language, and again, you just click on it to change it. Okay, and it changes. All right, we'll go back one. You can do your key linked settings here. Okay, so you can either turn that on or off. So that's it on the driver's information screen. So let's move over to the infotainment screen. Yeah, this is, an 8-inch screen. It has 6 speakers. You have, it does come with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, Sirius XM, and AM and FM radio, and HD radio. So that being said, let's just take a look at the screen here first from the physical buttons. So first of all, you have a button down here that changes the brightness or dimness of the screen. Then you have a skip forward, skip backwards button for your audio. You can go straight to your audio button. Okay, you can just click on the menu button, and then that, of course, brings you to the home screen. And then you can hit the phone button, and that will bring you to your phone. I don't have anything connected right now. And then, of course, I love this button here, and this is the camera button. So you can push that at any time. It'll stay on for so many seconds, and then it will shut off automatically if you're driving at normal speeds. Slower speeds, it stays on then. But this is the view you get out the front. And then this is the 360 view. And of course it has dynamic swivel guidelines in that. And I just absolutely love that. I love when they put a front camera button in. If you ever get one of these cars and then drive one that doesn't have one, you realize how nice that button is to have. Now you also, of course, have a rotary volume, and you have a push for power, and then you can tune and scroll with this button here. Okay, those are the physical buttons. So let's go back to the 8-inch screen itself. So I'm going to go to menu right here, and at the bottom, first of all, you have 5 main icons that show up. You've got your phone, which we went to earlier. You got, these are shortcuts. Audio, same as this one, and then you have connections. Now connections will that's your devices, how many phones or devices you have connected, your Wi-Fi, and your USB. So like you're playing media off the USB. Now one of the nice things I like about this screen is it's the first screen I've seen where when you press devices, it shows all devices, Wi-Fi, USB, and phone. And I think that's really clever. Let's go back to info here. Now here you can set a couple of things. So notifications, if your car's giving you notifications like service due, whatever, in addition to showing up in the driver's information center for a short period, they'll also show up here. Okay, you have Nissan Connect services here, and then we got system information. If I go to software update, this will auto update, and you can turn that off right here. And then you have to download it on a USB, and then you have to bring it into the car and plug it in and run it that way. But it does auto if you want. All right, let's go back again. We got vehicle data transmission. So basically, your car's always communicating with Nissan for different purposes. Okay, and you can decline that if you want. I'm just gonna press the home menu again there. All right, so the next button here is settings. So up here you've got connections, which we've seen before. Phone, which is grayed out because I don't have anything connected, but that's, again, same as this button. It'll show you, your phone calls, your text messages, your call history. If someone calls you, it's going to show up. Contacts in your phone book, all that stuff is going to show up there. Hey, if you want to go straight to sound, you can click on this one, and this allows you to adjust all the audio stuff. Okay, if I go down here in this arrow, you have a few more things. You have a bass enhancer you can turn off, and then this does have speed sensitive volume. So what happens is as you drive, the car gets noisier, so it actually increases the volume a little bit, and when the car's moving slower, it decreases it to try and keep the sound uniform to what you're hearing all the time. And you can turn up the sensitivity or turn it down. Right, let's hit the back button. You do have a physical back button here too. Volumes and beeps. Your car is going to beep at you all the time. So you can adjust audio volume here, ringtone volume here, outgoing calls here, and button beeps on or off there. Clock. Now we already saw a spot to do the clock, but on the driver's information screen, but you got another one here. Okay, and a spot to set it manually. Now, customize home menu. So right now we have got our home menu shows a clock with one icon, and you got 3 blank ones here. So if I switch this, now I get 2 icons on the left, 2 icons on the right, and then media in the middle. And if I click again, then I get all of these, your different sources up here. And then I could add some down there. So if I'm going to go back to this one for a minute. These are my other choices of things to add. So if I want to add USB 1, okay, because I have a USB that I use, I can just click it and drag it and put it in the box. Okay, I want Sirius XM in the other one because I use that frequently. But you notice I have a little arrow here. So the other thing that I'm going to want to do, I keep clicking here because I have more things. Volumes and beeps. Wow. Quick dial. Right there. Now, watch what happens when I hit the home button. See? There's everything that I just did. So it's really nice that you are able to customize all that and do it really quickly. It's just drop and drag. All right, so let's go back to settings. And that was under customize home menu, which we did. So I'm going to go back and we can do customize audio sources. So right now it's showing AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth audio, and USB 1. Okay, I can drag anything. Let's say I'm using a second USB. I can drag this right down on top of, let's say, AM radio, which I maybe won't use, and it changes. So I mean, I think that's so intuitive how they've done that, and it's really, really nice. So now I can also here get Nissan Connect services if I click on here. Now I have one more screen over here, and that is I got system voice. This does have voice command. So you can make some settings here. You can have an initial voice prompt on or off. Just click it. Short voice prompts on, so it doesn't give you the whole sentence. Best match lists, if I click on that, for phone book and music commands. So it'll guess the closest thing to what it understands you're saying. And then voice preference, you can have a female or you can have a male. And then you can adjust the speech rate, so faster or slower. Right now it's just set in the middle. Lots of little ways to customize that. Your camera, display settings. You can change the brightness by adjusting this, the contrast, the tint, the color, and the black level. So really give you lots of ways, you know, depending on your vision, that can be a really handy tool. All right, general. So you got display here, and you can have display on or off, right? So if you're driving at night and you just need the light off, you can do that, and this is what happens. And then, but everything on it still functions. If you have music playing, it's still going. Then you just press the day-night switch to bring it back on again. And then, of course, just another spot to do the brightness, contrast, and back level for the display. You can change the language, you can change the units, you can change the type of keyboard. If you're used to typing in here, you get a Q tree and then an ABC keyboard. And then you can return all settings to default in case you mess up. System updates. Now, we've already seen this one before, but we can, if we go to software update, it could be auto or manual. Right? And then, of course, you have the app screen. And if we have a smartphone connected, you know, then any app that works on your phone that will work with the system will show up in here. Okay. All right. So that takes us through all of the basic icons and settings in here. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching.